So in your iMovie interface, you've got a number of different areas. Here, if you watched the video before, this is your media. So that you will have, if you've done it right, you will have put that into an event, and you can preview all the clips that are in the event just by kind of dragging your mouse over them. You can also watch them individually if you want to. I'm not going to make you do that. What you can also do is you can bring any kind of audio tracks. Now, iMovie comes pre-installed with a whole bunch of different audio sound effects and theme musics and sound effects, textures, transportation, sci-fi, all kinds of stuff that's worth playing with. If you've got stuff in your iTunes library, then it will appear there. Now, you do have to be careful, of course, about using stuff in your iTunes library because some of it is not free to use. You'll be infringing copyright if you just use it randomly. Also, if you try to upload something to YouTube which has a tune on it that you don't actually have permission to use, then YouTube will block it. So don't do that. You've got titles, a large-ish selection of titles that you can use. Please be careful, don't use too garish ones because it'll make your video look kind of silly. You've got a lot of backgrounds in here, and you also have a whole load of transitions. Over here, you've got your preview window, and you've got a whole load of different effects that you can add to your particular clip. I'm not going to go into that right now because don't really have time. You can use the play button, the go back button, and the fast forward button here, and you can also watch your clips full screen as well. And down the bottom here, you've got your timeline, and that is where you put your clips. Now, you can put a small portion of a clip by doing this, what I'm doing now, dragging these little handles at the side, and you can kind of preview the bit that you want to add to your timeline, and then just drag only that portion of it to the timeline. So once the clip's on your timeline, you can actually also zoom in on it, and if you want to do some very fine editing, like you will do if you want to do a good cut on action shot, then you're going to want to zoom in. So this little slider here zooms out, so the 11-second clip is only taking just a very small part of the real estate on the screen. If you drag it over to the right, then that same 11-second clip will take a whole load of space, and you can actually have it taking a lot more space than the width of the screen, which of course allows you a much finer control. And with the arrow keys on your keyboard, you can actually go through very slowly, frame by frame. And if you look carefully right now, you can see that the clip is moving extremely slowly as I press the button on my keyboard. So you can have really, really fine control over the place where the playhead is located on your timeline. Okay, so that's a little tour around the controls and the interface of iMovie. In the next video, we'll have a quick look at doing some editing.